Hello there, good morning, good evening, and a good afternoon to all the viewers around the world. This is Denzomos, and welcome to this page. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to this content and if it resonates, you can always take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And for the ones who've been with me all along, I welcome you back today. We have a new subject today. I'm going to talk about the narcissists and the flying monkeys. But first of all, I understand that there is so many narcissists around the world, and usually the last thing they want is to the last thing they want to see is people who are actually telling people the truth. This page is about the truth, so I don't care which narcissist is watching, wherever you're watching from. This is the page of breaking empaths free, and it's not my duty to make you feel comfortable. On this page, you are going to be very, very uncomfortable because the truth is getting out anyway. Gone are the days where people were very, very much deep asleep in abuse, and gone are the days where those narcissists thought that they would keep on destroying and abusing people and always get away with it. On this page, the truth is coming out. So if it makes you uncomfortable, it's not up to that's not up to me to decide if you want to watch this or not. But I'm very sure and I can guarantee you, if you're narcissists on these pages, and I know there are many of them around the world, sneaking around and because they want to know how much do we know. They're very much afraid about the truth getting out, and they want to know how much do we know. But I can guarantee you, we know everything. There are many of us who are waking up and we know the truth. So anyhow, I will not waste time on that, and I'm going to go dive deep into this subject today, and I'm going to talk about the flying monkeys. So if you've been with a narcissist, definitely you know. By now you should know. Maybe you still don't know these individuals yet, but by now you should know that the narcissists don't operate alone. So they are never by themselves. They are never alone. They always operate with a certain group of people. Now, these individuals can be the narcissist friends. There are some of those individuals in their circles, like friends. This can be sometimes even their family members. This can be sometimes their workmates. Now, there's always a group of people who are operating with the narcissists, who are operating on behalf of the narcissists, and these people, they are called flying monkeys. Now, those individuals, basically, you may be one of those people who have always felt as if it's like you always look over your shoulders and you feel like you have that feeling inside you. Somebody's watching you, or even actually sometimes even somebody's following you. So it's like you're moving out there in the streets and always look over your shoulders, and you have that instinct that tells you that actually somebody's following you. In most of the cases, that is the truth. There's actually somebody on your back following you up. You may be going to work, you may be going to town, you may be going for the shopping, it does not matter, but there's always somebody following you. Or sometimes you can even find there is that case whereby you're on these social media sites, and you always feel as if somebody's watching your pages, or it's like somebody's constantly monitoring your pages on social media. Indeed, the truth is there's always somebody watching you. Now, these individuals who are always behind your back watching you and your every move, these people, they are called flying monkeys. And those people, usually they're working for the narcissist. And the narcissist, because usually they're very insecure. A narcissist is very insecure. And so they always want to keep an eye on their victims, because either way they somehow feel if they don't keep a closer eye on you, you're probably going to run or you're going to disappear. So they want to keep an eye on you, to keep you close. So they send a team of people, and some of these people you will know them, some of them you will not know them. So because like I've told you, flying monkeys, there can be family members of the narcissist, people who are working on their behalf. But also there can be some of those individuals that you don't even know. A narcissist will go even an extra mile of paying up somebody to come and sneak up and spy on you. These individuals will stalk you. They will come and park out of your homes and wait for you to move, and they will follow you with a car wherever you're going. And these individuals report back directly to the narcissist. So wherever you're going, what you're doing, they will go as far as following even to the grocery stores. They will know what you're buying. shops, they will know where are you shopping, where have you gone for your lunch, where are you having your dinner. So they will know even each and everybody that you've spoken with during the day. And these individuals, they are called flying monkeys. Now, why they are doing this? Basically, this narcissist is like somewhere they are insecure, and they know to some extent they are most likely going to lose you, and they are somehow insecure about that. They know that somehow you may get caught up somewhere else, and or even sometimes end up with somebody else, because they already know that they are narcissists and they are abusive. So their ways and their behavior is not acceptable. So they already know who they are, and most of the cases, because of that, they have got to keep a tag on you everywhere you go. They have got to follow you up. Sometimes they can also do it themselves. You can find some of those narcissists who will actually follow you up themselves. You will find a narcissist actually even skipping work. They may even fail to go to work because they obsessively have got to spy on you. They can do that in so many ways. Sometimes you've seen those cases whereby you're having those social media sites, and all of a sudden, it's like every now and then there's a new request coming in. Somebody's requesting to be your friend. Somebody's requesting to be your friend every now and then, today, tomorrow. And most of the cases, they are either fresh profiles, or sometimes they are profiles of people you don't even know about. I don't say that all friend requests are narcissist flying monkeys, but there are many cases because the narcissist, this is like it is like their way of keeping an eye on you. They want to see on your social media sites. For example, they may, if they know that probably you're very familiar to their sites, so they will do that using other people. Other people will send you requests, and the only thing they are trying to do is they want to find out what is the potential threats on those sites. Like, for example, on your site, you might have a group of friends, people you have always known people. So they want to know who is your friend, who are the new friends you're having on those social media sites, who is liking your pages, who is liking your pictures, who is commenting on your pages. So they are always on the lookout for the potential threats, and these can be the threats that they are afraid about, thinking probably that one way or the other, they always know that one way or the other you might end up with somebody else. So those are called flying monkeys. And it can get to that extent whereby it starts to bother you, because if you were the narcissist, and this does not only is not only the case whereby you're already in a relationship with them. This can also start from the beginning, the very beginning, when you're even starting, the very beginning moment when you just met these individuals, and they're trying to groom you up into a relationship. It can start from the beginning. When they are grooming you, they will always keep a tag on you. They will always try to find out your moves. They try to find out where you're going. They try to find out who you're talking with, who is communicating with you, who is liking your social media pages. They always have a team of people, of flying monkeys, who always want to keep a tag on you. And those individuals specifically, they're always reporting back to the narcissist. That's why you see sometimes you can come back home and the narcissist will all of a sudden ask you, at such and such a time, he was in this shop. At such and such a time, he was with this individual. What were you talking with him? Or what were you talking with her? They know where you've been. You'll all of a sudden just meet them and they will surprise you. They told that on this at this time, you were in so and so. You're with so and so in such and such a place. And in your mind, you'll be thinking, how do they even know that in the first place? The trick, what is happening behind, is that they have always followed you. They will always follow you, and they will follow you forever. For as long as you're still with those individuals, they will always keep a tag on you, and they'll always follow you, whether they do it themselves or whether sometimes they are doing it using somebody else. So you may be that person who is actually over all the time, like every now and then it feels as if you're looking over your shoulders. You're looking back and forth, because there's that instinct, there's that inner feeling and instinct that makes you believe actually somebody is following you. It's like there's somebody. Sometimes you even see, actually you will physically see somebody actually following you. My personal journey, I've seen individuals physically. They're following you, and for some reason, maybe Most of the time, you don't even know these individuals, but for some reason, you feel that each and every place you go, there's always somebody on your back, at least at a distance, somebody following you. Sometimes they can go an extent of even tracking down your phones. They have got all this software, these equipments, software whereby they will even spy on your phone, so they will know actually who even called you, who was texting you, who was messaging you. They will know each and everything you're doing. They will also they even have this kind of spyware. These are the spywares whereby they will track all your communication that you're having on your phone. This can be calling, who is calling you, who has called you, or who are you calling. This can be the messages. Sometimes they can even go as far as tracking even sometimes all those things, all your activities, social media activities, and they'll go as far as trying to know each and everybody you're speaking with. So it is that feeling of insecurity. They're very insecure to some extent, and they always know. They know that they're not straightforward and they're fishy. So they always know that somewhere somehow they are not probably going to keep you for a long period of time. Not at least until they are able, they are ready, or even sometime able to discard you, or even sometime maybe they've got somebody new. As long as you are still in the narcissistic, as long as you're still with the narcissist, for them they feel it's like an obligation for them. They have got to always check on you and keep a tag on you. And this is not always with good faith. They always have evil intentions. They always have like evil, bad intentions for you. So if you're having that situation, I want to know in the comments below. I want to know your story, what it has been. Maybe you've been that kind of person. Your phones are ringing all the time, and it's like you're picking up the phone, is like nobody's answering at the other side. You know, like every now and then, or sometimes even you feel as if somebody's like stalking you on social media pages, sending you friend requests, are like unknown, unfamiliar people sending you friend requests all the time, every now and then. You always have to know. I want to know in the comments below if you're that kind of individual who has always felt like there's always somebody on your back following you up. It's very likely that it's always been narcissist, but I always want to hear from your side as well. If you've had that cases whereby you've always felt like there's somebody following you up, or somebody showing up all of a sudden every now and then, I want to hear that story in the comment section below. Other than that, guys, I just wanted to. It was just a brief video, a short video. I wanted to talk about flying monkeys. Until then, guys, I'll get back to you in my next video and hope to see you soon. Bye now.